right, guys, and here we go. Episode 4 along the way.
It's here. It's here.
Yeah, we're coming up with it. It's one thing at a time. All right, no guests this week. We let Jason have a week off just because he says some ridiculous shit.
Oh, nobody can handle it. You can only handle so much of it.
You can only handle so much of Jason. Yeah, he's quite a bit. Love the guy. All right, I guess we'll start off like we normally do. Dakota, what'd you do this week?
I did a lot this week, actually. I had an exciting week. I had a good week.
All right, fill us in. Let us know.
My brother came down from the island. We hung out. I mean, we actually went up to that Axe Monkeys. Did some axe throwing.
Was it awesome?
It was pretty fucking dope. I mean, it was a lot easier than I expected it to be. The axes are like a good size, a good weight. And you toss it once or twice, and you're hitting the log pretty much every time after that. It's good. It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. And we went to that exit place.
Oh,
tried to fucking escape the castle one.
Did you guys fail?
Yes, we failed miserably. It was so stupid.
Well, it's because you gotta look in the most ridiculous places. That's
yeah.
Why. Like, you gotta open some stuff. Like, look at me telling you how to do it. I've never done it
He's never been there, yeah.
Never been there. I know exactly how to do it, though.
He's like, yep, escaping.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Every time, 100%
I went in with that, too. I was like, you know what? This is going to be nothing. Let's do this. And then I just got owned. I was like, this is fucked up. Yeah. And then, I mean, work's been good. Went by really fast this week.
Fucking sweet, man.
I bought a Pemberton ticket.
Oh, shit.
I bought a Pemberton ticket.
Pemby.
Round 2, baby.
Wait, when is... I would say, because they didn't have it last year, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, I thought they were...
That was my first year.
Okay, I thought Pemberton... They were canceling Pemberton or something. Like
they canceled Squamfest. Squamish Music Fest, last year. I don't know if they're going to be bringing it back this year. I'm not too positive.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I know Pemby's happening again.
Oh,
I don't think that town could do anything else other than
nothing, dude. They have like one McDonald's.
No, dude. Oh, dude, it's like freaking
tiny.
It's like Champlain up in Selmo.
Never been.
Oh, don't.
Tiny, just.
Although
like
I'm telling you guys yet again, the thing I've never been to, but it's not my scene, so I'm not gonna go to it.
Yeah. No, I'm excited.
Yeah,
complete
but yeah,
debauchery.
that town has nothing going on. They have the music festival.
That's all they have going for them.
Yeah, I would say, and then my grandparents don't even live there anymore, so they pretty much have me visiting every summer. And then
so they don't even have Chris anymore. They
would put up banners. They'd be like, "Oh my God, Chris Hansen's coming to town." Party. Like. I was a kid. That might not be exactly how it went down, but I'm pretty sure that's
pretty
how it
close,
went down.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly it.
Yeah, so I'm super excited for that.
Very nice.
Yep. And then that's pretty much my week. It's my weekend now.
When's that in?
That was July 13th to 16th.
All right. I will not be joining you because that sounds terrible.
That sounds amazing.
Music festivals.
Just 5 days of... debauchery, craziness.
Yeah, all right, that's it. Could be a pretty good time.
Yeah, how's your week been?
Really boring and slow, actually.
Oh yeah,
just working every day.
The exact opposite of my week.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not super dope in that.
No.
Although I did get to go see John Wick 2 last night.
Oh, you went and saw that?
So awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I saw that as well.
So great. I just want to talk to you about everything that happened to it, but I don't want to spoil it for people.
I know, but if you've seen John Wick 1, go watch number 2. Yeah. It is very good.
And if you haven't seen John Wick 1, get on my level already. I'm disappointed in all of you.
Get on your Netflix right now, watch John Wick, and then go watch number 2.
Best new action movie franchise out there, hands down.
And I went to the movie theater with the Lazy Boys.
It's the only one to go to now.
I'm never going to any other theater, yeah.
I will, because I'm a sucker for movies that I want to see. But I know, it's really upsetting when you're sitting there watching that, and you're just like, and you're in another theater, and you're just like, look at me watching a movie like a peasant.
God damn it, these crummy chairs. What is this? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
It was a good movie, though, yeah.
All right, but so I guess we'll jump into our topic is this week. I don't think we've really done any topics before, but so what we're doing is we decided we're going to do like urban legends, UFOs, Sasquatch, stuff like that.
It's weird
because I think we'll be talking a little bit back and forth. I'll share some stuff that happens, like people say it happens up in northern BC, just so everybody can get a sense of, oh yeah, Chris Hansen's from that place.
Oh yeah.
It explains so much more now. So I'm going to toss to Dakota to start it off.
Well, I've been searching the internet, and I was just looking over the past week, and a small funny one that I kept coming across was Mr. Rogers being an old military guy who's killed a lot of people, and apparently he wears this sweater because he's covered in tattoos. And obviously, it
What?
wasn't, like, I looked into it, obviously it wasn't true, but I just thought it was super funny how people are just, like, bringing that up, and I'm just like...
That sounds ridiculous.
I know, it's so ridiculous. That's why, and every time I would click on a link or something, that would be either the first or second or third thing to pop up, and I'm like, who's writing this? Who's believing this? I mean, kind of like that Bob Ross, but he actually was military,
yeah,
right?
he was... Yeah, but kinda... to be fair, I've never seen Mr. Rogers without the sweater on.
Me neither. That's why I kept reading. So I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. I thought it was stupid. There's a lot of stupid, funny things out there. But another one that, I mean, is kind of growing in urban legends is, like, the clowns. The fucking clowns, man.
The clowns?
It's so real now. They're actually sketchy, murdering clowns out there.
I don't think there is. I
no,
think
there
people
is.
People are perpetuating it.
No, there's fucking people being chased with knives and shit.
Yeah, because it's people just messing around with other people.
Well, stop fucking around. It's scary, dude. Like, I've seen multiple videos, and it's just, like, creepy as fuck.
Yeah, people, you know what? I would say I like seeing the ones where people where you get to see the clowns get like punched in the face and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that's the best.
That's what gets me every
the guys
time.
are just
like
no, they're not having it.
All right,
but I just thought that was creepy, and I mean, it's been growing. It's been a topic in the last year or so. So
yeah,
thought I'd bring it up.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Yeah,
let's say. One thing we gotta let everybody know though is that people always think John Wayne Gacy when you think the
that's exactly what everyone thinks.
And you think that, and the thing is, he never dressed in the clown when he murdered anybody.
No,
when he murdered children.
He's just a clown on, side
but yeah,
job.
they dug under his house. They found like an extra 5 bodies or something like that. Yeah,
that guy's fucked, man.
Well, I did not do as much prep research as you. I kind of did it this afternoon.
No, it's all good.
And I came across a gentleman. It was Rene. What was a Swiss last name? I can't remember how to pronounce it. Rene...
Something crazy and weird,
yeah, it was... But there was this gentleman, he moved here in the 50s, and he dedicated 40 years of his life for looking... 40 years of his life. Just look for Bigfoot. Through Canada. And by the way, Sasquatch...
Like, he came to Canada and spent 40 years searching for this fucking...
His life, his money, boom.
Everything. Boom.
Yeah, by the way, Sasquatch is a Canadian term. In the States, they just say Bigfoot. Like, I'm sure there's places up in, like, the northwestern United States and that. But yeah, no, Sasquatch is a Canadian coin term.
Nice.
Yeah.
Claim that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this guy, he moves here from Switzerland. He's a Swiss immigrant. He comes in and he goes around. That's all he does is he searches. He
just searches for footprints. I mean,
like
everything.
So what he would do is he'd find people who come in and say like, "Oh, we saw this," and he would go and he'd interview them. And he took hundreds of like foot castings and stuff like that. Around the 70s, like he was so dedicated to this that he actually split up from his wife. I think he was super dedicated to this. Just because he was unhappy in his marriage,
dedicated.
But I could totally be wrong. Like,
super dedicated, a little bit crazy.
Like I'm connecting the dots here.
So did he ever have any like hard evidence?
He never had any hard evidence. He never saw it himself.
Oh my god!
He did all this 40 years. Every penny he had went towards searching for that.
Definitely a little bit crazy.
He died in 2001.
Oh yeah,
and there was a CBC journalist who went in and talked to him, and he said at the end, and Renee at the end was like, "Well, I spent 40 years of my life searching for this and didn't find any hard evidence. That must say something."
That does say something.
He said to the media. Yeah.
It's fucking. Oh my god! Wasted his life.
Like at this point, I was just like, you just got to think like at the end, like how upsetting must that be? 40 years, you never found anything of like real substance. And you're just like, did you waste your life, or do you accept that? Like, I don't believe it's real. Like, that's me. I don't think Sasquatch is actually out there. I don't know about you.
I don't know.
I know they haven't found everything.
They haven't found anything,
it just seems like we probably would have found something by now, especially in the times of everybody has a camera on them all the fucking time now.
Yeah. I know, that's what I mean. You would think somebody would capture this guy, or this Bigfoot, or whatever it is, on a video, or get an actual footprint, or find some bones, or anything.
Right?
Anything.
Right. Like,
but it hasn't happened, so I mean, I'm gonna have to go with that fucking thing isn't around.
That's what I want to go with. Do you have anything else to add on before we move on to our next?
No, I think that's about it for the Bigfoot.
All right. Okay, not Bigfoot then. Do you have anything else other than clowns and that?
I had this other one. I didn't do too much research on it, but there was this fucking creepy doll.
Creepy doll. Okay.
Actually, in a museum, I think in like New York or something, and apparently, it would like the whole family died. That this doll was in the house and it would like haunt them, and they actually have it in like a box and everything, and it just freaked me out.
Is this like this isn't like the Warrens doll or anything like that, right? Like the
his name was, it had a name, and the kid who had the doll actually felt like the kid changed his name because the doll said, "I want your name," and apparently he changed his name because the whole family believed it changed the name, and then that family ended up getting murdered in the house. And it was just some crazy shit was going on.
Why did you not look into this more? Now
I don't know.
You
Actually,
this is the most interesting part of the podcast.
I was just trying to find it.
I was just trying to
find it.
And you freaking let me down here, man.
I just saw it today, okay? I just researched it today.
Oh, man. That's stuff you just got to dive deeper into, man.
And in the museum, when you go up to the doll, you have to ask permission of the doll to speak to it and say hello and all of this shit. Or else apparently it will come and haunt you and fuck you up.
Get the fuck out
I know.
all right. So ghosts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your view on that?
Oh, ghosts and I don't know, maybe spirits and shit are real and ghosts, but not just like the classic ghost, but fucking spirits and shit.
Oh, I'm 100% on bullshit on everything. I don't believe in anything.
No way.
Not
ghosts
a thing.
Are real, everybody.
No.
They're out there. They're gonna fuck you up.
No. People are like, "Oh, I hear that," or no. I'm just like, no, don't believe any of it. People are like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't believe you." You were probably half asleep when it happened.
Half asleep, super baked. I don't know.
You were half dreaming, half awake. I don't believe it.
I used to live in this house, and the guy committed suicide in the house, and my family moved in, and I always saw there was weird shit going on in the house, dude. I always had these weird fucking dreams, and this one dream would always reoccur. Moved to the house, never happened again. Weird shit would happen. I'm just like, this is fucked up.
Totally not because you were a kid and you knew about a suicide in the house.
No, not at all.
No, your head wasn't. You weren't playing games. How old were you? How old were you?
I don't know. I was like 12 maybe.
Oh, I don't believe anything that happens to a 12-year-old.
It was crazy. Okay? It scarred me, Chris. I'm scarred now.
I just can't get behind it. Like, I honestly, it's just absolutely nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Nothing at all. No, don't believe in it. That's why, I don't know, but that's why I can also, why people are like, oh, I can't watch a scary movie, I gotta watch like a cartoon before I go to bed now. I'm like, no way, watch a fucking
watch the most fucked up movie you can
that
find.
actually gets me scared, then I'll go right to bed. Fucking boom, best sleep of the week.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
see,
ghosts.
I'm not scared of that. I'm scared of like if I hear noise in the middle of the night, if I hear someone like banging on my door or something, then I'm like, shit.
Oh yeah, that freaks me the fuck out. What kind of crazy person's knocking on my door this time?
Well, exactly. It was like this one time. I got up in the morning and some guy's knocking on my door. It's some homeless dude. On my this
what
house
time
here,
was this?
This was at like 8 in the morning. Like
I
had to go to work. I had to go to work at 9. This guy's knocking on my back door, and I open the door. He's like, "Oh, hey. Do you have any shoes?" I'm like, what? Like, flat out asked me, like, do you have any shoes I can have?
Did you give him shoes?
No, I said, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm just like, I honestly walked in there.
Did he come to this back door?
Yeah, the back door, the front door.
God,
he walked
that's
around,
fucking
came to
creepy.
my back door. The only thing I have on is my underwear. And I just popped my head out. I'm like, no, I don't have anything.
I don't have any shoes for you, man.
Right, like it was weird.
That is very weird. I would have been like, and you're half asleep. I mean, I would have been like, what the fuck's going on right now?
And that's exactly how I felt. Like, I was like, so I closed the door and I'm like, and I'm sitting there and I come around this window and I watch him and I'm just like, and the thing was, he didn't like go to other people's houses. He just walked away. I'm like, he was totally trying to break into my house, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. Like
he was trying to break into your house. He probably knocked on the door to see if anyone was there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Somebody answered the door. Shit. Thinking you went to work or something early in the morning, no doubt.
That's exactly what I thought.
That's probably what happened.
I was... Yeah, so
the rest of your day was just fun. You're like weird.
I was late for work because I had to stand there and be like, I don't see him, and then I could leave, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, he's waiting out there waiting for you to fuck you up.
I actually had to go across to my neighbor across the way here, and I was like, "Hey, Elf, can you watch my house?"
Watch my house. There's a crazy homeless guy decided to steal my shoes.
Like, ridiculous, right? Like, I'm just like, it was super weird.
I have a weird story like that as well, actually.
All right.
I came home from me and my parents were grocery shopping, and I live in these apartments, and we came home, and there was an old lady with like schizophrenia sitting in my room on my chair, petting my dog.
Your house.
In my house. This is not even a joke. I'm not fucking around. Where I live right now.
No, what?
Yeah, and she's sitting in my room. I have a chair in my room. Like a lazy boy chair. She's sitting in it, like, with a dog. Like, if you walked into, like, an evil lair and the guy turns around petting the dog, it's exactly what she was doing.
I would have freaked the fuck out.
Oh, my dad was like, my mom freaked out, because my mom saw her first. My mom freaked out. My mom's like, yo, Tom, fucked up crazy lady in our house. And my dad's like, get out of our house or I'm going to fuck you up. Pretty much. So, and you could tell that she was like out of a home or not there at all. Okay. So my dad was like, oh, okay. I mean, walks up to her. Hopefully she doesn't have a fucking knife or something. And then he kind of grabs her. He's like, I think you have the wrong house. She was stumbling some words, mumbling. Like, she might have lived there before something. It was just weird. And we were like, what the fuck? And the one time we leave our door unlocked, I'm like, there's no way. It was so crazy.
And it was some old lady. Probably
just some old lady. Called the cops. The cops took her away.
Like
yeah, she looked fucked.
Oh, man. That's exactly what happens.
I
take back what I say about ghosts. Your house is totally haunted.
My house is haunted.
It's drawing witches in and out.
Exactly, I know. In my room. That's where I sleep. That's fucked up. Yeah. Anyway, that's my weird story.
All right. Well,
Remind me of that.
She's coming back for you.
I get freaked out at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
When I hear something.
I don't blame you.
I'm like, oh my god, ghosts. First of all, there's ghosts and crazy witches coming to my house.
All right. Well, we'll move on now. Let's do some alien stuff.
All right.
Let's do this. Now I'm gonna throw this out there. Like, I don't believe that aliens have visited us here. I believe that on other planets, there's totally got to be something out there.
Easily, that's what I believe as well.
There's too much stuff out there. Like
billions of trillions of planets. There's one at least.
Exactly. There's got to be at least one. Like at least with something. Like maybe not like us where they can travel in space.
Not,
and all that.
not like humans, but
yeah, you know
anything.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's what I believe.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. Perfect.
I'm picking it up.
All right. Well, then I open this site. By the way, there's this site. What is it? Rents.
Rents.com.
RENSE.com. Beautiful. You guys want to get a laugh? You're gonna have a great time with this one. It is. This one is labeled "The Truth Is Out Here." The BC UFO Triangle.
Oh.
And in this triangle, there are 3 communities that they're enclosed. And there's a few more in between there, but the main ones are Houston. In northern BC, Terrace, and my very lovely hometown of Smithers, BC.
Oh, shout out to Smithers.
Out in the Bulkley Valley there. And
those are all northern BC, are they not?
Yeah. This is all northern BC. Like we're not including like Smithers and Terrace in northern BC, and then actually like Houston, Texas. Like
this is all northern
BC. Small
BC.
Town up north.
Yeah.
And it's called the BC UFO Triangle because majority of it's the hotbed of UFO sightings. It was back there in the early 2000s and up through fairly recently.
Yeah.
And they call it that just because so many people view things up there. Like there were more sightings in Houston and Terrace than there were in Toronto, a city of millions.
Yeah.
They were only a couple less than Vancouver,
Jesus.
which, by the way, Vancouver is the #1 hotspot for UFO sightings.
Really?
So, I don't know what's going on out here, but
BC
we're probably doing aliens, a lot of drugs out here.
Yeah. Jesus.
I think that just proves the point there.
Yeah.
So there's Vancouver, and then there's per capita, we blow everybody out of the fucking water.
Oh, we're just #1, eh?
Oh yeah, we're way up there.
Crazy people out here too, though.
And there was a few stories, and there was one that jumped out at me that I was reading through here. Let me see if I can find it. It's called The Pink Thing, is what I found
The
right
Pink
here.
Thing.
Yeah, this happened back in 2004, so this is right when I was in town there. This is when I lived there.
When you were in Smithers.
This is back when I was just going into middle school. Yeah. So, it was saying that there is this resident, and this lady, and she said that she saw this pink light in the sky up on the road up to the ski hill.
Okay.
Which already right now, if it's
that could be a lot of things.
If it's 11:30 at night, she's saying that was like 2 or 3 tree lengths above the tree.
Okay.
So pretty high up in the air.
Yeah.
But the only thing she's saying is she said it was like the size of a truck or something like that, and it was glowing pink and it had like a bluish orb around it when I was reading through that. And I'm just like, and immediately I went, bullshit.
Yeah.
I lived in that town my entire life.
Never
if
seen
there was
anything like
something
it.
glowing pink up on the side of the mountain,
You would have seen it.
Yeah, because everyone can see the ski
Yeah.
hill from town. You
Yeah.
can see the chairlift from town. Like, you can sit at my parents' house and be like, oh yeah, there's a chairlift on a clear day.
Yeah.
There's
no giant
like
pink...
they don't say the time of the year, but she doesn't say it was like foggy or anything out,
No,
or the clouds were low. So she's just saying it was out there. I'm like, at 11:30 at night, a lot of people are still awake at 11:30.
And what about all the
think
lights and shit on the ski hill though? Like,
no, there is no. They turn them off at night. Like
fuck.
there's no night ski or anything. Like it's just dark up the
Yeah.
side of the mountain.
And when was this? 2004.
This is 2004.
So
yeah.
it wasn't. This is like fairly.
Yeah, this was like 13 years.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's 13 years ago already. Shit. But yeah, so I was like, I don't believe it. Like I just like it sounds like people are fucking around with this guy.
Yeah.
Right here. Oh yeah. By the way, this guy lives. There's this guy.
I'm gonna open this
I'm
beer.
not. Yeah, you go ahead and open that beer, man. That's why we do this.
Nice, crisp, clean.
There's this gentleman. I don't want to say his name, but he's a UFOologist.
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 Those are actually things. Those are actually people are actually UFOologists.
Right? And he lives out in Houston. I'm just like, oh no. Yeah, but yeah. So this UFOologist calls this area the UFO capital of Canada, and I'm just like,
And this is Houston.
And this is
just BC in general.
This is the UFO, the BC UFO triangle.
This is where it's happening.
This is where it's down. Like, you want to go see UFOs? You got to go visit.
Come on over.
Head up, have dinner at my parents' place. It'll be lovely.
Show you the big pink glowing orb thing.
Yeah, so there was that, and then there was another pink thing. It was a few days later. And
different person?
Yeah, so this was in April, and this one was in August. Yeah, so this one happened a bit before, and they were saying, and let me see, because there was one where they were saying it was like, oh, it happened a bit apart, but they didn't tell each other. I'm like, bullshit. If you heard that, like,
yeah,
no one
especially
didn't
in small
that.
places
just
like
yeah,
that.
like we have 5,000 people in town. You associate with
yeah,
that shit gets everywhere.
Especially the one fucked up thing you see.
Well, yeah,
big orb. You're
everyone's
not
gonna
going
be
to
like,
not talk about
that's
it.
right. All right, here we go. This is the pink thing too. Another person, she was
a
like,
classic.
And the thing was, they're like, oh, they didn't know. It happened a few days apart, and they didn't know. And I'm just like, well, I don't believe that at all, because they even say in there that they knew each other too. And
it says that they actually knew each other, and they never.
Time, in the sky at the time, she had not heard of Anne's sighting. These are fake names, by the way. But yeah, they said
it's starting to get unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's like,
and then the one that made me think, like, people are making this up, and that because this one right here, I just couldn't understand what it was. And then she said, then I went to work. And I told my friend that I'd seen a UFO, and she was jealous.
She was
like,
okay.
Yeah, jealous.
She's like, wasn't even like, what? That's fucked up. She's like, oh, I want to see a UFO. Like, no.
Right? Yeah. Oh, and then there was this guy Gordon. He saw something that ripped by his house. He lived out in a farm, and he said, and it says that he used to He used to drive, like, dragsters and stuff like that. So he used to go really fast. And he was like, oh, I used to go 200 miles an hour. And I estimate that this was going, like, 650. I'm like, just because you drive really fast, like, everybody's in a fast car doesn't mean that you can just estimate the exact speed.
Be like, oh, that guy's going 50K right now.
Yeah, right? Like, she said, like, it's going 650 miles per hour. And I'm just like, holy fuck.
Well, how the fuck did he even see this thing if it's ripping?
I would say if you live on,
Well, I guess he's ripping down his barn, but I
was going to say it's out in a farm. You have a wide land. You can see it come across. And then it says that his wife saw something like that months ago and didn't tell him because she didn't want to be crazy. I'm just like, it just sounds like a lot of people have
all these people need to start talking to each other.
Yeah, and then the one at the end here is...
Was that one at the farm, was that also a glowing pink?
No. This was just a bright light that was going really fast, right? Okay. And then he said he even called the cops, and by the way, this stuff is all back in my hometown, by the way. So
Smithers, baby.
Coming from the cream of the crop right here, everybody. And then right in here, I was reading the end, and this gentleman said, so he said, this is very significant for the population of how much is happening, and we've had many dozens of reports in British Columbia, particularly the Smithers, Houston, Telkwa area, compared to other regions in the number of years. And he goes on to say that, I don't think a lot of people are making these up. It sounds really true to me.
Oh my god, we just read 3 counts, and they all sound
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Right? Yeah, like, all right, so I should have lied more as a kid and told people I saw this show. I got way more attention.
There you go.
I would have been famous on this website here.
You could have been on rents.com.
Rents.com.
Visit that, by the way. It's a great website.
Yeah. It's really weird, by the way.
It's all true facts.
God. All right. Well, we're getting to that time. We're actually going up a little high here today, about 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any final notes before we cut out here, Dakota?
Yeah, tune in next week.
Tune in next week. We're actually going to be inviting the schizophrenia lady who is sitting in Dakota's room.
I got her phone number. She's actually really cool. She comes and skits out all the time.
It's going to be dope. It's going to be lit.
It's going to be lit, gnarly AF. It's going to be cool.
All right. This was the Gerbil Chronicles.
The tale of two gerbils.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next week.